So I realized we weren't actually working on the flute yet, right? That's
No, I don't think
new.
so. Where did we
Yeah,
leave off with it? Like I remember we did the rhythm section. Did we start on the acoustic guitar?
yeah, it was yeah, we left off on guitar.
Okay.
Um, yep. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I just wanted to kind of start things off because we are going to go live, or we are live right now. Just welcoming you, Oz, and your masterful skills to the table. And the silver lining is that we get to work from your awesome speakers from home and me being remotely where I'm at and keeping our quarantine distance in the meanwhile. So thanks for taking this day with us or with me and doing Boon Carrier, the song. Didn't send this to you, and I apologize. I didn't send you a mix, just because it was just so simple. We didn't really get too far. So there's only like 3 layers. We had we started with the drums, which was tabla and cajon. Then we had our bass, Jared, and then we started on guitar, and that's where we left off.
Okay.
So we still have flute and vocals.
Okay. There is some audio weirdness going on. It's kind of intermittent. It happens when you're talking, and I heard it a little bit in the track too. I can maybe ignore it or something, but that is happening. Like sometimes at the end of the words, it sounds like you go into a spring reverb or something like that. And
Really? Let's see here.
also, I forgot. Also, we were going to try to research the stereo thing, but I didn't get a chance to do that.
Yeah, we didn't get around to that. Shoot. So your silence turns into verb?
Like just then, your sentence wasn't completely full. Like the words were cutting out. I didn't even hear what you said. You asked me something, but I couldn't understand it because some of the words were getting chopped.
Shoot.
Am I coming through clearly to you?
You're coming through pretty clearly. It's I mean, sometimes there's some choppiness that happens in. Oh, you know what? Maybe let's go into our Zoom preferences, both of us, and make sure that, because I think Zoom just updated. So leave automatically adjust
like
microphone.
Sometimes it sounds like there's a noise gate on your talking. Like the beginning of sometimes just a second ago was kind of cut off, like a gate wasn't opening or something.
All right. So yeah. So I did my Zoom, and this is a good thing for everyone to know, is that the suppressed persistent background noise I had to disable again, and then the intermittent background noise I had to disable. Is it sounding better now?
That gating thing is gone, yeah, but I hear there's a weird like electronic sound that happens sometimes at the end of words.
Electronic sound.
Yeah, like at the end of your word, it'll go into like when you hit a spring reverb too hard and you can hear the springs shake.
Oh shoot!
It's not that bad. Should I take mine off? I have suppressed.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, let's do both.
Disable, okay.
Yeah, disable those two.
Yeah.
And then the bottom one can still be auto. That should be better. Keep me posted if that spring thing after my voice.
Okay, if it's not on the music, like
continues,
it doesn't.
But
yeah, now the words aren't getting chopped off like they were a second ago. There's a thing called echo cancellation. Should we keep that on, or?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. In auto's fine.
Auto. There's only auto or aggressive, so.
Yeah, that's probably why auto's better.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we're back into.
Oh yeah.
Share my screen again.
Yeah. Just on that pass, like I realized we hadn't gotten to the flute and the. I don't know if there's anything else besides the flute. There's no vocals in this, right?
There are vocals. Yeah, there's a lot of vocals.
Oh, there is vocals, but do we have them off? Or?
They're off right now. Yeah.
They're off. Okay, good. I'm glad I, just missed them. Didn't miss them. I mean, well, let's just just mute the guitar and the flute and just hear our rhythm section. Just on that pass, it seemed like the bass might have been a bit too in front of the tablas and the drums for a bit. So let's just review that real quick. It doesn't have to be the whole song. That sounds good. You know, to me, that sounds like a slightly different mix. So I think maybe that background noise suppression might have been doing something like trying to mute the background of some of the mix and making it sound weird.
Oh, interesting. I'm
because
glad
that sounds balanced now. Like now I'm not here. Now the percussion is coming through beautifully and all of that sounds balanced. It seemed like the acoustic might need to be turned up slightly.
Okay.
And I'm not hearing any, you know, like, because we didn't figure it out, I'm not hearing the panning. So I'll just pretend I'm mixing in mono and you can decide the panning. And then, you know, when you send me the mix, I can comment on it then or something.
Yeah, that really would help out, huh? Okay. So I'm hearing a lot of the guitar in my right headphone.
Okay. So that's the thing that people should know or whatever is that when you pan something, it'll affect the perception of the volume that you hear. So like if you have something in the middle and then you take it to the you know, extreme of one side, without doing anything with the volume, you might hear it much more. So in other words, you might be hearing the guitar much more than I am because you're hearing it panned, whereas I'm hearing it in the middle.
Okay. Let me if this is the one. Oh, that's the left. All right.
It's a really good sound here.
So I had to switch my headphones around because now my left is my left and my right is my right.
Okay.
So this left one, I'm noticing there's some automation or something, and it's the other one's at -10 and this one's at 0. That's obviously louder.
Yeah.
But you said you weren't hearing that too much?
Well, I didn't know there was 2 guitars.
Yeah, so that's the left side. And that's the right side. Yeah, so number 2 guitar is the background. It's the harmony guitar. So number 1 is the lead guitar, which is why it's supposed to be louder. And you were saying it was too loud or too quiet for you?
It was a little quiet.
A little quiet. Let me.
Just now, you're calling, yeah. Guitar 1 is the main guitar and guitar 2 is the harmony, right?
Yeah, I'll bring that above. Just coincide.
Because I thought I heard that guitar 2 was a little bit louder just when you compared them just a second ago.
This one right here?
Yeah. Can you solo both of them at once?
Looks like this part got louder.
Yeah.
Right here.
The harmony guitar is just a little bit too loud just from what you played.
Okay, so it was at -10. Maybe I'll do negative.
You can see the waveform too, that right around this section, the main guitar, which is the top one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one you can see in the waveform.
Quiet.
It's a little bit quieter, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a little boost.
Mm-hmm.
Right in here.
like a good balance.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that kind of that quiet
Mhm.
spot. Awesome. Um, cool. Yeah, it looks like this guitar could use a little work
Mhm.
um, on when things pop out. On Jason's, it has some automation where he leads.
Okay,
Um,
that's a third guitar.
that's the third guitar. This is, yeah, might as well play that too at the same time. Kind of same area. Jason's guitar could be a really good one to bring out. It
Yeah.
sounds really cool. So maybe that whole section that's low.
Mhm.
I can just where's it
I
at?
remember
Nine.
last time we talked about a slight chorus on the guitars. Did we end up doing that or not really?
See here, we don't have a
Like I was
not
talking
exactly.
like a
Mhm.
kind of a spreader outer type of chorus, like with the slightly pitched up, pitched down on one side and pitched up on the other.
Yes, I believe we did this right here.
That doubler,
Uh,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Waves doubler does that. That's right. Yeah,
yeah, and we put this on F,
yeah.
and so then F should be, where's our guitar? Yeah, we have F right here on all our
Okay,
guitars.
okay, good. Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds sweet.
yeah, we could turn that up potentially a little bit. Um, here, this is with Jason a little higher.
Hmm. Sounds good.
I'm just hearing like mistakes now in the guitar part.
Right. Um, I just wanted to say one thing. When you were doing I saw you like taking the volume all the way down for a second
Yeah.
here, and then I don't know if this is the same um, for Ableton, but in Pro Tools, you don't actually hear that until you let go. You know what I mean? Like if you were to take the volume all the way down, if you didn't let go and leave it there, you're not going to hear the volume change.
Oh, it's automatic in Ableton.
Okay, so as you're moving it, you hear it in real time.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Actually, I mean, just to show that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah. This higher guitar, I feel like Jason's guitar, this bottom one right here.
Hmm.
It's actually better.
Okay, I lost the last word. It's actually what?
It's a better part, I feel. So that's why I wanted to bring this up a little bit.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Another way that you could
Um,
try to bring things out if you just didn't, if it, other than straight volume, is putting it through your parallel compressor a little bit.
oh, I see. Okay. So kind of to push the volume a little bit on. Um, And even
that has the effect of turning up the volume, and you're not
yeah,
the effects of it. It's bringing out a drier sound slightly.
okay. And you're saying to do that, like automate that even?
You could, if you didn't want it for the global part, for the whole part.
Okay. Um,
You can do that. You can automate your sends, right?
yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a couple marks here of red areas. I know that these are mistakes that I can
Oh,
just edit.
yeah.
So right there and there,
Yeah.
I'll make sure those are fixed. Okay, so and you're saying that where'd we have that? Do you remember? It was on oh, we have a bus or something.
Yeah, it's one of the effects.
Right, parallel.
Yeah.
That one. Okay, D. So D is not right now
Uh-huh.
on anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
We didn't use it on the tableaus or anything like that?
oh yeah, yeah. It's on the tabla, but it's not on any guitar.
Okay, right, right.
Yeah. Yeah, this might be a way to where maybe in action that he's softer, like instead of bumping his volume, like bump the
The parallel compression, yeah.
parallel compressor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, let's just hear one with and without. That's without it. And that's with it.
Yeah, it just pulls it out a little bit.
Very subtle.
Yeah, but it's still noticeable.
Yeah.
I can hear it seems to separate it more. Like I hear a separation, I hear the different parts better now.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so parallel compression. Do you think that parallel compression on his solo parts would be good?
Yeah, could be.
Because solo comes in right after this, so
Uh-huh.
maybe like bring it there. I think this is his other solo. I have his solo marked by actually the volume changes, so here to here. That's his solo. Just going to kind of color code this a little bit. So, oops. I have a new keyboard as well, so my shortcuts are a little different.
Okay.
Slow me down.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my that. And then I want to make sure that our return D show automation. This is our solo.
Okay.
Bring up.
Yeah, bring up that. Yeah.
kind of a sharp out there. I don't know if it's a volume drop or.
Yeah. Well, that was because the parallel compression cut off.
I see.
But I think it was a little bit too hot in that section. Like he's playing it louder, so it's hitting the compressor more, and it sounds like a little compressed, a little over compressed.
Okay, so just drop the compression, maybe fade out the compression.
Yeah, you dropped it like 10 dB, right? That might be a lot, but
Yeah.
Let's listen.
Yeah. How many dB? It was up here at like.
It was at -9, so go to like, I don't know, -15.
Okay. Is that?
Yeah, you can hear. I don't know if you could tell the difference, but it was sounding a little bit like squeezed just a second ago.
Yeah. There's like more dynamics with it. Yeah, I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you like it at that? Is that 14 right now, or maybe?
I think so. I mean, all this stuff, we're all just kind of making tentative decisions, and then as we get the whole mix together, we might adjust it in the future. But right now, it seems good. Yeah.
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna kind of try and make the fade in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I did hear it at that one point. There was one more spot I remember out. All right. Cool. Awesome. Little parallel compression. And on the regular guitar, we don't have any right now.
Yeah, I mean, you often don't do it on guitars and stuff, or like acoustic guitars. I just thought in that section where we were bringing up Jason in the rhythm part where he was playing quietly, it kind of distinguished it. So it might not need it on the other ones.
Okay. Cool.
Do you want to check the guitars against the rhythm section?
Yeah, just the rhythm. No bass or
no, yeah, with the bass and drums in it, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start back there solo. I actually really like the mix.
Cool.
I because the miking of the cajon wasn't done very good.
Yeah.
I'm just really wanting to maybe try another take of that.
Okay.
5 years later, I obviously can play it a lot better now.
Yeah.
So I might try that.
Okay.
Maybe so. Just so you know, might change entirely.
Okay. Yep. Just like life.
Yep. Such is what we're in.
Yep.
Cool. I'm excited to hear the flute, but I don't want to rush us through this process of guitar.
It seems okay to me now, the way it is. Unless, do you want to check another section or?
Yeah, I think it's great. I'm gonna obviously these red zones right here of the guitar. I'm gonna fix those.
Okay.
Just kind of paste in a new spot.
Okay.
But cool. So I'll bring in the flute.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is Manos? Is that the person who played it, or?
Yeah, Manos Newell. He is one of the most amazing Bonsuri flute players I've ever heard of.
Cool.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. So maybe I'll just solo him just for a section so you can kind of hear what we have.
Yeah.
So it's pretty busy right now because I think I had one in the back with a lot of reverb or something.
Yeah.
But this is just kind of cleaned up, nothing on it.
Okay. Have you done like the inserts on it, like the compressor and EQ and all that, or no?
It's super just flat, I believe. Nothing. Let me just go through here. Flutes. Yeah, completely clean. Oh, looks like I have on the main flute. I'll just turn that off.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
was the,
now, yeah, I guess it had some of the compressor on there. Whoops.
okay.
Parallel compressor.
Yeah.
Looks like this one I'm using as a lead more.
Okay.
I'll put that first. There's some volume automation, but I think I want to just keep that unless you want to change that, just because it knows some of the um, listening art things that I was thinking of 5 years ago.
Oh, sure. We can keep it, and we might adjust it slightly later, but we can work
Yeah,
on the sound first.
cool.
So on the main flute one, on the other screen was the upper track, the top track. You could put a little compression on, but just very, very slight. Oh, no,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. It was the one on the green one.
The green one right here.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Okay, I switched the location, so
Okay,
looks like this one is the backing.
the green one is the
No.
backing.
Yeah, this one I think is the main flute right here.
Okay,
I'm going to change this color to something new.
okay,
There. Stay away from red. Red means I'm going to change it. That's
yeah,
my new motto.
okay.
Okay, so you said main flute, put some parallel compression.
Not parallel, just on the whole track, just a very slight amount. So it just kind of nudges
Yeah.
the needle at the peaks. Or do you have like on the insert?
Yeah, so D is right here.
No, I'm not talking about parallel compression though. I'm talking
Oh,
about
just
an insert compressor, yeah.
got it. I'll just do basic compressor for now.
Mhm. Yeah, like even slightly less than that. Yeah, something like that. It just like it almost won't be hitting at all except where it gets a little bit louder.
Yeah.
And then we could try some EQ on that too.
Nice. I'm excited for this part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just loop this section here.
Okay.
A lot of. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I would look around in a lower mid frequency for a little warmth to it. 200 or something like that, maybe. Or yeah, right around there. Yeah. upper register, it might be nice to brighten it slightly. In the area of 5K or 6K. Yeah. Some of that air. So.
How many dB? Just like 3, 4?
Yeah, something like that.
That's a loop that just happened.
Okay. I think that on the EQ, the second band, the lower mid one,
Yep.
you could have like a narrower Q on that, narrower bandwidth.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe try dipping a little bit on with your third band just after the second band, somewhere around. Yeah, a little bit to the left. Like, even like right close to that second band. But, yeah, something like that, yeah.
There's a lot happening in this lower register. Is that something that we want to keep? All that, is that breath or something?
I was thinking, yeah, that's a good point. You might try a high pass filter or cut out all that low subsonic stuff. Yeah, I like that low, the high pass. Like, yeah, around 60 or so. I don't know if you can tell, but it almost sounds like he's playing it. It's going faster now, you know what I mean? Like it's not as slow. Picking out those low frequencies makes it sound lighter or something. But you still have that warmth from that second band.
Should I apply the same EQ to the second flute and kind of start from this spot?
If it's the same flute, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's exact same flute.
Same flute, same player.
Yeah.
Do that, and we're gonna want to probably put some reverb on that too.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 3 verbs. We have our A, B, and C. One's at 0.7, 1.2, and 3.2.
Yeah. I would generally go for the 3.2 and for this kind of thing, and then you might also want to try some delay on it.
Awesome. Oops, that's not the one. So 3.2 is C.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. And then you said delay. I have this delay. Looks like it's off right now.
Okay. Is it in time?
Yeah. Well, it has syncing. We can do these. It's to different beats.
Right.
This is like a 5 and a 4 and a 5 that I put in here because we have this weird timing going on, right? Of 30.
Oh, right.
So that's what I did for this one. I didn't have any filter on it, but I like to often put the filter somewhere intentional.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This is E. So I'll just put this on this flute for now so you can kind of hear it. Obviously too much, but
yeah, you want it to be kind of subtle. You don't want it to take over from the main part.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's such a good flutist.
Yeah. Now, if you want even more depth, and I don't know if we do in this one or not, because it kind of depends on the rest of the track. But you could try putting sending the delay into the reverb, so turning up aux C on the delay return.
Okay, on the delay,
Yeah,
turning up.
auxiliary C. So you're feeding the delay into the big reverb, or can you?
Interesting. I would have to.
You just, oh yeah, it doesn't have sends. Yeah, that won't work.
No. Why is that? These are all grayed out.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't think, I don't think you absolutely need it for this. It was just a thing to throw out there, and
Yeah, I can look into
yeah.
figuring out how to do that with Ableton. Not quite at the moment. I could do that by finding how would I send? I would have to make a send and then send it back through again.
Okay, so it doesn't
You want
have.
me to well, why don't I just try this? I will say insert audio track. I'll say okay. Yeah, I know how to do this. So I'm going to say send to delay to reverb. So now it's sending all the delay. And then you want it to go to just a little bit of the reverb again?
Yes, on C, right?
C?
So that's like a, yeah. So that's like a different. So that's not getting any reverb though. Like, I mean, that new track you just made, delay to reverb, is not getting any signal.
Uh-huh. So delay to reverb, and then this needs to go.
I'm surprised
delay.
that on those returns that you can't just turn up the send.
Yeah, I would think it might just be a setting. This is a brand new computer, so I might need to go in and like change some settings.
Oh, right.
E delay. Audio from. I see. Anything that's on that delay will through that channel. So it might be that I would have to set up a specific separate delay just to do the send receive.
Huh.
Because whatever's going through this delay channel, like I would be reverb, I would be sending it to, like if there's a guitar with a little bit of delay or something, it would
Oh, I see.
that
Yeah,
as
right.
well.
Right. Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, I realized that, and anything that goes to that delay will go to the reverb, but I didn't think we were using anything else in the delay.
Another thing that I might just want to try is, we'll go back to master here. Oops. Master. I could just put a delay right onto this. I mean, put a reverb onto this delay and put it right after.
Okay.
Because that's really what you're trying to do, right? Is get a reverb after the delay.
Yeah, you want to, so that the delay repeats have reverb on them. Like right
Yeah,
now, to have them separate, they would be parallel. So you'd have reverb on the flute, and then you'd have delay on the flute. But
I see.
if you put reverb on the delay of the flute, then you're making it even huger sounding.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is it right here.
Yeah, that might be a little heavy on the reverb, but
Yeah.
okay. That's
Cool.
cool.
And yeah, that's great, man. I really like putting that on.
Yeah.
It's very subtle.
Okay.
Cool.
Just
Good thing to
now
think
when
of.
we were hearing the two of them, it seemed like the lower one. We just
Yeah, this
copied and pasted the EQ. It seemed like that low mid might not sound good for the lower flute.
right here.
Yeah.
Take that off
Hmm.
for now. Okay. I'll loop this section. Yeah, right at 1,000 hertz, there's like this like really sharp noise.
Okay.
Were you hearing that at all?
I
Here,
didn't notice it. No.
I'll bring it up a little bit. Right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe I could just take that down
Sure.
and maybe
But with a
cue really
very
sharp.
narrow, yeah, very narrow cue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sounding good.
So maybe I'll put both together so you can hear it.
Okay.
I'm noticing this is the main flute, but this is the lead flute. It comes in like that green section right here. You're right. Is the lead
Okay.
right here. The high register.
So you might want to dip the not the lead, the background one right there a little bit. It seems like they're a little bit like they're even, but I would have the feature the lead one more.
Yeah, it looks like I did dip it, but I'll dip it more.
Okay.
2 more dB down.
Sure.
I should make.
Oh yeah, you did dip it definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still needing more though.
Could you even bring that solo one up a little bit, maybe?
Which one?
The green one, the solo one, the lower one, yeah.
Okay, should I use volume or compression?
Try just volume.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's very beautiful.
So that sits in the mix.
So now in the mix, I'm losing a little bit of the second one. Actually, they probably could both go up slightly just to, have them on top.
Okay. Losing this one right here, right?
Yeah.
Flip back a little bit. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sounding very nice.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I really like what we did with the flute. Pretty simple,
Uh-huh.
but effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we hear some? Let's see. What we have here is Marin's voice and Justin's voice, and what else? A lot of tracks.
Yeah.
It's a little daunting, but
Is there like a lead vocal and background vocals, or?
yeah. Uh-huh. Do you want to hear the lead first?
Sure.
Okay. I think I'll do like I'll just put in. It looks like I comped a little bit here.
Okay.
So
Boom kari, boom kari, 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 boom kari, boom kari, boom kari, kari, kari. You'll travel far, not knowing when to stop. Atop new star, somewhere here you are. It's safe to say. Matter is this day we mold our fate. Be what it is here. Boom kari, boom kari, boom kari, kari, kari.
super clean. I think I don't have anything on that right now at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the backing vocals, I had something going on, automations and a bunch of stuff, but the main is clean.
Okay. And that's what you did 5 years ago, right? With the backgrounds and stuff.
Yes, correct. And I'm open to changing that.
Okay. Well, let's start with the lead, and yeah, it could probably have like a slight bit of compression and some EQ on the insert of the channel.
Okay. I got the EQ in there, and I'll just get the compressor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. That's the EQ, yeah.
It's just pretty empty, though.
Yeah.
Kari, boom kari, boom kari, boom kari, kari, kari. We all travel far, not knowing when to stop. atop new star. Somewhere here you are. It's say Cartier, boom Cartier, boom Cartier, boom Cartier, Cartier, Cartier. We all travel far, not knowing when to stop. Atop new star, somewhere here you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. It could use slightly more compression. Like you could hear that there's a kind of a peak right at the end of verse 1
Yeah.
that you kind of want to compress it to the point.
Somewhere here you are. It's say
That's
Cartier,
not a good.
boom Cartier, boom Cartier, boom Cartier, Cartier, Cartier. We all travel far, not knowing when to stop. Atop new star, somewhere here you are. It's safe to say the matter is this state we are fate to be what it is here. Boom Cartier, boom Cartier, boom Cartier, 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 boom Cartier, boom Cartier, boom Cartier, Cartier, Cartier. Boom.
It seems pretty good.
Okay. Any suggestions on the EQ?
Yeah, for sure. The high pass filter, you could move it to the right, so it could have a little bit more taken off. No, it's the other one.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the highest you ever want to go on a high pass filter is 160 hertz, but it doesn't have to necessarily go that high. And you have different slopes, right?
Yeah, I'll do a less aggressive slope.
Yeah.
We all travel far, not knowing when to stop. Atop new star, somewhere here you are. It's safe to say.
Okay, so we can, oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a little cleaner on the EQ looking. So there's always a challenge of vocals is that you want to have, when you're singing quieter, you want it to sound bright, but then when you put on the EQ for that, when you start singing some of the S sounds or whatever, it can be too much. So generally what I do is I will boost around anywhere from 6 to 8K to sort of bring out the brightness of the vocal. But then I might need to put your sibilance plugin that you have, like a de-esser on it.
Okay.
If the S's start sounding too prominent.
Okay. 6 to 8K, kind of around there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have a plugin, which is our waves.
You have sibilance, right?
Whoa. It's a lot less than I checked last time.
Yeah, it doesn't seem.
Oh, did these open?
So those are all just compressors, but you have like Waves EQ. If you bought that bundle, you got like a lot more stuff somewhere.
Yes, I do. Let me try and engage that really quick.
Okay.
Okay.
We used it, didn't we use a waves compress? Yeah, that was a compressor for the parallel compression last time, I thought.
Yeah. Man, this is so weird because I just had them all loaded in here.
Yeah,
And then I restarted it one more time and now it's showing like way less
right.
than what I
Yeah,
should
there's not
have.
showing you the EQs or anything. There's a lot more stuff in that bundle.
Totally.
Like, yeah, I know on Pro Tools they can do it by category. So it looks like you're just looking at the dynamics right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have this on. It said compressor on the top.
Yeah,
There it is. Everything.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep very much last night.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So what am I looking for?
Sibilance. There it is.
Sibilance.
Yeah,
Mono or stereo?
it can be mono if it's just one track. Yeah, live mono or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Now,
Ooh.
yeah. Now, if you click under load,
Mhm.
like at the top on the top, sort of right of the
Uh-huh.
plugin. Yeah. So I usually just go for like something like, live vocals or something like that. That gives you,
A good
yeah,
preset.
yeah. And if it's very excessive, like everyone just on your singing just now, it didn't sound like you had excessive sibilance. Like it might not be that we need this right now or just a little bit, but some
Okay.
people naturally, it just has to do with the shape of their palate and all that their S's are just naturally louder than the rest of their thing. So
Yeah.
there's one in there called Bright Pop that's really good when you need to get more aggressive with the plugin.
Okay. Cool.
Kariye,
It's
kariye,
engaging.
kariye, boom kari, boom kari, boom kariye, kariye, kariye. We all travel far, not knowing when to stop. Atop new star, somewhere here you are. It's safe to say. The matter is this state we mold our fate to be what it is. Here, boom kari, boom kari, boom kari, 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 boom kari.
Cool. It looks like it's engaging.
Yeah, definitely. Now on that EQ, let's just try that band 7 that's the boost. Just move it a little bit lower, like in frequency, and then having a bit broader of a Q. Yeah, I can't see it's not showing me what the frequency actually is. It's like somewhere just below 10K. Yeah,
Yeah, it shows it right there. It's about 6 now.
that's 6. Okay. And did you make yeah, that's about right. Did you make
Yeah,
it slightly wider on the bandwidth?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, it looks wider. I just we went to a different view. So yeah, let's hear that.
The matter is this state
Yeah.
we mold our fate to be what it is. Here, boom kari, boom kari, boom kari, 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 boom kari, boom kari, boom kari, kari,
Okay.
kari.
So the only other thing I'm hearing with the vocal EQ is a little bit of a build up in the lower mids, like around 400. See, or you might try a slight narrow bandwidth cut there around in the area of 400.
The matter is this state we
Right there.
Yeah, something like that. I just found out where it said the frequency. That's what I was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, over
Yeah.
side, yeah. It
Mhm.
shows it there and it shows it down here too. There's a couple different spots to see
Oh,
it.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, whichever one I'm focused on.
Right.
It shows the gain, the negative gain, and also the hertz.
hmm
Um,
The matter is this state we mold our fate to be what it is. Here, boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, kari, kari.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I would try like a little bit of reverb. I would try your mid reverb, which I think is maybe send B.
Yeah. The 1.2. Yeah.
Yeah.
To say the matter is this state we mold our fate to be what it is. Here, boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari,
Does that sound
boom,
pretty good for
kari.
you?
Yeah. So you kind of want to balance it. That seemed good, but if you hear someone speaking in a room, like this is what I call a room reverb. So it's not like a big long trail, but it just kind of makes the vocal give it like a kind of a room to be in, or a little bit of an environment.
Yeah. So it's very subtle. You're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of makes it slightly bigger, but without making it sound like it's going through a big reverb chamber.
Okay.
To say the matter is this state.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Any of the other reverbs, like the 0.7 or the 3.2, or no?
Well, not at the moment. Again, that's a taste thing. I thought maybe just the smaller reverb, but you could try. So you don't have like another common vocal effect is like a slap delay, which is like a very short delay in the area of anywhere from like 75 milliseconds to 130 or 160.
Yeah.
It's more like so you don't hear like the separate repeat, but you just kind of fattens it out.
Yeah. Let me just put that in really quick here.
And you don't want to have much feedback on that at all, on the delay.
Okay. Basic delay. And then I will take this to like a milliseconds, right? How many milliseconds do you think?
No, well, I would say this type of reverb goes from like 70 to 160. So I would try it around like 120. Let's start with.
Okay.
And so, are you able to do the left and right separately?
Yeah. Just take that off right there, and I can then. These are not. Yeah.
Okay, so then you can have the right side a little bit longer just to make a stereo, like maybe 140. And then that'll give you a slightly bigger sound.
And you want this filter to be anywhere specific, or?
No,
Okay.
that's like a good thing there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is K.
Okay.
Let's just try that out full. Oops, wrong vocal. This one.
Agent K was always
To say.
What? Say it again.
Agent K was always one of the best Men in Black. So that feedback control, though, you want to have it like at 0 or 10% or something.
10%. Okay.
To say the matter is this state we mold our fate.
Yeah, something like that.
Be what it is. Here, boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, kari,
Yeah, I like that. Good stuff,
Yeah.
Oz.
Yeah, it's a subtle thing, so you don't want to hear that there's a big effect on it, but it'll just make the vocal sound a little bit bigger inside the track.
Totally. That's great.
All right. And now, do you double this or this part? Did you double your vocals?
I didn't double it. I guess I'll go into the track to show you.
Yeah, you don't need to. Just a lot of times people do. And then, generally I like to have the double blended in, not at the same level, but at a level where, again, you're just kind of noticing a thicker effect, but you're not hearing the chorusing.
Yeah, later on in the song, I do believe I double. I might even triple or quadruple.
Okay.
Let me just turn it on so you can hear it all together.
Mhm.
There's quite a bit. I'm not sure how much of this is going to be. For some reason, this last is already off, so I'm not sure if I'm using it or not. It's comped quite a bit.
Mhm.
So, all right, all vocals on. Here's the first double two voices. What if I just copied what we did to the next track? Is that okay?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so copy. Because all right.
Divided, still awesome, someone. Boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, kari, kari.
Yeah, this is, it does double right here. And I
Yeah.
have this panned right 32.
Okay. And you have the main one in the middle?
Main one's in the center. Yeah, should I move that a little bit?
No, I don't think so. No, I personally like vocals in the middle if it's the main one.
Okay, cool.
But then a double.
Yeah, it's also negative 25, so pretty low in volume, but
Okay.
that's probably a good
Well,
thing too.
yeah, I'll often solo the two and then get the blend that way.
Solo the two. Yeah.
The two vocal tracks, yeah, and then check out your blend so you can hear that it's there, but that it's not, really.
Divided, still awesome, someone. Boom, kari, boom,
Wow,
kari.
for some reason I have another boom cutty.
One, the space divided, still awesome, someone. Boom,
I don't know why
kari.
that's happening. I'll just take that out.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
The space divided, still awesome, someone. Boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari. Boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, kari, kari. Divided, still awesome, someone. Boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari. Boom, kari, kari,
I had this
kari.
like up way, like the doubler effect was 100%. Because I think it was a different effect last time, but we added some new effects.
Right. Okay, yeah, on the panning, I didn't realize I'm getting a better picture with the graphic here. I would have it not quite pan so much, like up around like 1 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it seems like the volume of it might come up slightly, like.
Boom, kari, boom, kari.
Mm-hmm.
Kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari,
Cool, let's hear that with the other track.
kari,
Okay.
Kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, kari, kari. Divided.
Seems pretty good. Let's check it with in the track to hear that, after the verse and that the chorus comes in, you hear it and a difference.
Awesome, so on the space divided, still awesome, so on. Boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, kari, kari.
Not sure why one ends.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Looks
you'd
like
want
this
to have
was-
it go to the end of the first one. Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's why it was starting early. Is
Uh-huh.
it got moved somehow?
So I think, yeah. Are they different? Are they actually different performances, or
Oh my goodness.
it looks like it might be the exact same performance?
Oh no, it's different. Yeah, this
Oh,
starts right here. It stops. So
okay.
it looks like I doubled more of it.
Yeah.
Here, let's show more of it.
Clear the space divided.
Ah,
Still
yeah, I'm taking it from a different part of the song,
Right.
and I'm just putting the boom carrier in.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
so it is a different take.
Yeah.
Get my fade back. Yeah, cool. I have a little bit of a throw at the very end, I think, or something.
Okay.
E. E is the delay. I threw this, so I'll
Okay.
show that automation so you see it.
Yeah. 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 It can be brought up more.
Okay. Show automation. Do you mean to like show how much volume is on that some?
Is that your send automation
Um,
for the throw?
this is the volume automation.
Oh,
Just did the volume up a little bit too, so you can kind of just hear that a little more.
okay.
I don't really need to do that. I just thought I could bring up the volume a little bit, but it's not really worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the throw of the delay here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have these two tracks at the very end. I guess this comes in on its own.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so Marin's voice takes over lead right here. It's kind of confusing, but
Okay.
should I put in Marin's voice too?
Sure.
Okay, so boom.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So yeah, when there is a lot going on, then you got to find ways to create a space for everything. And so just then it sounded like you said, Marin takes over, but to me it sounded like Marin had a lot of reverb and was quite distant.
Yeah, yeah. I actually realized that.
And
I'm not sure how I want to mix that. At the
okay,
last time I mixed this, I actually had her in the background,
yeah,
but in at for shows in the past 5 years, we've kind of brought that forward. So,
right,
that's where what we could possibly do with this.
yeah. So one
Like
way to,
bring. Go ahead.
just going to say that one way to create the space, like if you did, like one way to do it is just to, as you did it, which is to have like one forward and one the background, like kind of a distant thing. But if you wanted her more forward and you wanted to, have the space, like hear the separation between the two of you, that's where your panning would come into effect. So if you can automate panning, right? So that
Yeah.
it only pans in this section.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, and then you would maybe, this would be if you're going to have them even. If you're going to have them even or close to even, then you could pan like to the left a little bit. So like maybe 11 o'clock and have Marin panned at 1 o'clock. So you're, both just slightly split. And that's a thing that can be experimented with. Like you can go as far as 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock,
Hmm.
if you want a wider type of thing. But it might, it's all about continuity too. So you don't want like, unless you do want, but I mean, normally you don't want it to be a complete different scene change because a different vocal came in. So you want it to sound smooth, in other words. So when she comes in, you don't hear this big panning thing going on, but it's just a subtle thing.
Okay. So I have me 10 left, her 10 right.
Yeah.
Um, I guess I could do my other one at 10. Let's see here. 10 left. Maybe I'll do. And because I have multiple voices, I might as well put all to one side. Is that what you're saying?
It cut out again there. I didn't hear put what to one side.
I should put all my voices to the same side.
Well, no, you could do it. You could have a spread thing. I mean, now if we're getting into like background vocals, like those are often hard panned. Like if you had you doing two of the same part, that could work to be hard left and hard right if they're background vocals.
Yeah. Let me take a little
Or some
listen.
variation. Yeah.
So here, I'll take a listen to what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Boom, kari, level up, new star. Somewhere here you are. It's safe to say the matter is this state. We mold our fate to be what it is.
Oh, it's funny. I have a very hard, what's it called? Um, it's like an auto tuner
Oh,
on this voice while I'm singing.
okay.
New mode of fate to be what it is.
It's funny because I actually recorded it that way, so I can't take it off. It is what it is.
Okay, yeah,
Without,
that's a little bit of a robot sound, but
yeah.
that's very similar to the sound that I talked about before on the what your mic right now.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, when it cuts out, it goes into that kind of metallic type of thing. Maybe you have auto tune on that on your somewhere. I mean, you do
Auto-tune.
sound very in tune.
Auto tune is currently off.
Okay.
I did check. I do have a pedal on this mic, so it's good. Good to know. Okay, so I just did a hard pan, hard left, right, just because it's doubled.
Okay.
I thought it might be kind of cool, but it does have one of the effects that has the auto
The tuning.
auto tuning going on. So
Yeah.
This state we mold our fate to be what it is.
It definitely brought her voice forward to have her center
Yeah.
in my head because I have started on.
I'll travel far. I'll know when to stop. I'll talk to start. Somewhere here you are. And say to say. Matter is this state. Hold our faith. Be what it is. Divine full love. Divine full love.
I have an effect on her where
Yeah.
so this freeze right here, it's a really cool effect. You've probably seen it where you can actually freeze the reverb for as long as you want.
Uh-huh. No,
And
no.
I froze it,
Yeah.
and
It's
then
not very-
so it has her voice just going forever.
Yeah.
And then right at the same time,
Your fade.
I have the option of the fade coming, so it just slows it down when I want it.
Nice. Well, that's a really good panning scheme just there where you have like two of you and one of her in the middle and you on either side.
Okay, and I did pan her a little bit to the right, so maybe I should take that back, but put her in the center.
Sure.
Or
I mean, a little bit off is fine too for that kind of thing because she's kind of doing ad libs and stuff.
she is, yeah, yep. Okay, I liked how it sounded. It was great.
Okay, yeah, then leave it. Yeah.
Cool. All right, that looks like an empty little diddly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like Marin's voice sang in the beginning too, but it was turned off.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and we have more of her.
Mm-hmm.
So. Cool. I just did a lot of copy and pasting of all of
Right.
our kind of generic vocal
Yeah.
niceness here.
So does that where it says Marin SG2, is there a compression on that on the insert?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
And I just turned that on, so I don't know if we were hearing it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just copied that over.
Because that area
was-
might be finessed a little bit, just because sometimes, like you're singing words, so you want to make sure that you can hear all the words you're singing underneath her. Oh, she's singing words too. All right.
Yeah, she's singing that words. A lot of effects. Jeez Louise. Yeah, she's singing with me there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like she's hard panned right on that. So I am doing that kind of effect where I spread it out and have a lot of voices.
Yeah.
In that section. This right here.
Love, divine and full 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 love.
Okay. So maybe all those, that actually could be, this is like a sectional kind of where they're all saying the same lyrics
Right.
together.
Divine and full love, divine and full love, divine and full love, divine and full love.
I don't have any of the effects on these channels yet.
Oh, I was
So I'll
hearing
just,
some kind of effect. There's like a
oh
little
yeah.
delay.
Yeah, I have the delay on, but I don't have the
Oh,
EQ and compression that we made.
okay.
I'm just going to clean those up, make sure that we have that.
Okay.
I'm not even sure what this is right here.
Not knowing when to stop, travel far. Not knowing when to stop, and talk to start. Somewhere here you are, and say to say, matter is the state.
Okay. So we obviously I have a lot of the effects on these channels that I started with,
Right.
and there is some automation, mostly in the delay throw.
Okay.
There's certain areas of that.
Yeah.
I might want to pull back a lot of the delay,
Yeah.
just because like, should I just start clean maybe? Because it doesn't look like it's very
Yeah. Let's do that.
start clean.
Yeah. On Marin's part that we just heard, where she's kind of singing like ad lib or whatever, it sounded like she was a little bit too drenched in reverb.
Ah, good. Yeah, it's at 29. I need to take that down.
Uh-huh.
Um, delete automation. Delete automation. Okay. Kill that is off, and then Marin's voice. This one right here. Marin SG.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have this reverb on her
Okay.
separately. Oh yeah, this is the freeze.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I just turn that on just at the end when I have it go.
That might be cool. Yeah.
So it's just off until.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere here you are, and say to say, matter is the state. Oh, my faith, be what
Yeah.
So the compressor that we're seeing on the bottom of the screen, is that Marin's SG one?
Yes, right here.
Yeah. It seemed like it could use just a hair more compression, like lowering the threshold slightly. Like, see those big peaks toward, yeah, those
Right here.
jumped out a little bit. Yeah.
What's that?
That seems more even now. I don't know if you did anything.
Yeah, I
Lowered the threshold.
I lowered the threshold for her,
Yeah.
and I took off all of the delays for the backing voice. It just was cluttering things up, honestly. It didn't really need it.
Okay. I think
Yeah, and
I was going to just say on that part, like now that you took that reverb off for the whole thing, you might want to just add a bit of reverb on the send, like send C, like the big reverb.
nice. And C. Okay. I'll go to this spot over here.
Divine and full of, divine and full of, divine and full
There it
of,
is. Yeah.
divine and full of, divine and full of, divine and full of, divine
It sounds better without the delays in the beginning of it.
Yeah, I just took that down. I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing. Yeah, I just pressed like a slower slant, or maybe
Right.
yes, like that maybe.
Mhm.
Divine and full of, divine and full of.
Here you are,
Divine and
say to say,
divine and
matter is this state.
divine and full
Our
of,
faith
divine and
be
full
what it is.
divine and full of, divine and full of.
Yes, awesome, man.
Yeah.
You're cleaning up a lot.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Sound good.
For some reason, this seems really cut off here. I'm gonna see what's.
Hmm.
Oh, I see. It fades out by that point.
Mm. The whole track does.
Her voice, yeah, it's
Oh,
like
I see.
fades off
Okay.
here.
Right.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I liked all of that. There's a lot down here that's going on in the backing, and I think that this one I think was turned off for a reason that I might not use it. I
Okay.
feel there's already somebody on, so I'm just gonna kind of minimize this for now, just because it seems like I'm noticing that if we do the right EQ and the right reverb and everything, that the track needs less
Yeah.
to sound good, which is the point of us working together, Oz,
Sure.
to minimize and make
Yeah.
things sound good.
Yeah.
So,
Less,
and
more.
yeah, and also just to give you a heads up too, I really appreciated in Downward, you ended up taking out some voices in that track, and it cleaned it up so much. And it might be that with this track, if there's any excess, obviously there's a lot we work with taking away if possible,
Sure.
of voice.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm totally open to trying that out if you have ideas.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So we have, I believe, all the tracks in. Wow. Oh, I do have, sorry. I already did a lot of, this is what I took off before seeing you, Oz. So this is how much I cleaned up
Wow.
of, yeah, there was a lot of other things. And then also there's a harp in here, which
Uh-huh.
Amelia,
Blues
which
harp or a classical harp?
classical.
Mhm.
And I'm not using it just because there's three guitars. It was just
Right.
really a similar tone.
Yeah.
But it is there, just so you know. I did some cleaning up already
Hmm.
from the original.
Okay.
Cool. So it looks like we have a pretty clean track overall. Should we just kind of listen to a part, and you maybe just kind of stop me whenever you feel like it?
Well, yeah, what I normally do is go to the very beginning and then just, play it from the beginning, and then we can make adjustments as we hear stuff.
Yeah, okay. Great. Here goes.
Boom kari, boom kari, boom kari, 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 boom kari, boom kari, boom kari, kari, kari. You'll travel far, not knowing when to stop. On top, new star, somewhere here you.
Yeah, I'm hearing stuff already.
Okay, yeah, well, go for it. Just do it. The suggestion I was going to make was to have the vocals, like it starts with a chorus. I would have that very, like, not that loud at all. So it's just like a like a preview or something. And so that the real vocal impact comes in with the first verse, so that those vocals are almost like part of it, just blended in as the intro.
Nice. Okay.
What were you hearing?
Yep. Okay, so
Yeah.
cut right here.
So that when those vocals come in, they don't sound like something's getting louder. They just sound like it's part of the whole intro, like blended in with the instruments.
Meaning, don't hide it with volume. Maybe hide it with reverb or
No, I'd do it with volume.
volume.
Yeah. And is that all the vocals or just or do you do it separately?
I was going to separately, but that's a great idea. Let me just Control Z that. And let's do vocal MM all. So I need to actually make a all vocal
vocal group?
Group, yeah. So that's a great idea. Okay, so this is all of Justin, all of Aaron, group tracks. Okay. Just happened. Sorry, jumping around here. Rename. Vocal all. Okay, great. This is our volume. Verse starts right here.
Right.
Let's just see what.
Travel far, not knowing when to stop. On top, new star. Somewhere here you are. It's safe to say, matter is this state. We mold our fate. Be what it is. Here, boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari.
Noticing Aaron wasn't exactly with me on my rhythm here, so I was thinking about just bringing it down.
I thought that both vocals were a bit loud there.
Okay. So maybe overall volume.
Yeah, like not a whole ton, like maybe 3 dB or something.
Okay.
Travel far, not knowing when to stop. On top, new star. Somewhere here you are. It's safe to say, matter is this state. We mold our fate. Be what it is. Here, boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari.
That sounds like a really nice balance now. Now, when you're both singing the same part and you're both kind of being the lead, this could be where you could experiment with panning them opposite each other, like maybe 20 and 20 or something like that. I don't know if you're doing that right
now. Yep. So. Okay.
We mold our fate. Be what it is. Here, boom, kari, boom, kari, boom, kari, 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 boom, kari.
Yeah, I might be able to. We might redo these vocals a little bit, or just clean them
Okay.
up or whatever. But
Okay.
I can do that later.
It sounded pretty good. I was you were talking about redoing the cajon part.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was hearing when we were working on vocals, like toward the end of the song or whatever, I thought I heard some kind of rhythmic collisions. So it might be when you redo the cajon, that might take care of that.
Awesome. Yeah, totally. That's during a couple solos. I think the one was also noted to have some rhythmic collisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I actually remember doing this in my room in Oakland, like very nonchalantly. So I didn't expect it to be any final take, honestly. So I should get a good mic and do it proper.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're going to re-record it and you're able to, if you could try to have like a mic capturing the bass part of it, and then so generally there you put a mic right if there's like a sound hole in the cajon. And then so two mics basically. So one mic miking the sound hole for the kick drum sound, and then one in the front of the drum for your snare.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I would normally do.
Okay. And you know
Totally.
about like you might want to experiment with reversing the phase on the mics too. Sometimes that can also be done when you mix. But when you have mics pointing at a drum from opposite sides, like say it's a tom-tom and you have a mic on the top head and one on the bottom head, it's a rule that you would then reverse the phase because the way the wave works is it'll be like
It'll cancel out otherwise.
yeah, not completely, but you'll have a lot less tone. So the sound waves would be peaking toward the top mic while they're what's the opposite of peaking? Valley toward the bottom mic. So they would be naturally canceling. So you would naturally reverse the phase on the bottom mic to make it have them both hearing the same part of the wave.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely try that out. My drum mics got stolen, so I'm gonna have to
Oh,
be creative with my
Yeah.
miking or get mics in.
uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can always do it with, I mean, just the one mic, the way you had it. I did a track, I should send it to you. It's just for fun. I produced it. It's called the Quarantine Song. And it
yeah,
was,
you were telling me that.
yeah. And so the guy who did the drums was a guy in Colombia. And he's a good drummer, but he didn't have any kind of recording setup. And he just basically recorded it on his cell phone. And it was like a mono track on his cell phone. And it sounded fine. I mean, it works. It sounds kind of garagey, but you know, it works for what we were doing with the song.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, sounding good, man. I think this is a good kind of stopping spot here.
Okay.
Obviously, yeah. There's I think re-recording some of the vocals, maybe some of or all of the cajon is going to be a lot different.
Yeah. But right now, the
Yeah.
balance of stuff is really good. Like that intro we just did with the vocals, the balance of everything sounds pretty cool. And I'm not even hearing it stereo. I'm just hearing it mono. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So what I'll do here is I will send you this track today for sure, just because
Okay.
I know it's actually at a point where it's like we have everything in,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'll bounce this out for you.
Okay.
Actually, why don't I just do that right now?
Sure.
I guess Wave is probably the best.
It can be either Wave or AIFF, but definitely not MP3.
Okay. I'll do Wave.
Or
Bit
flat,
depth.
yeah.
16 is fine. Or
Yeah, 16 is fine. Yeah.
and dither none.
None.
Okay. Okay.
Al Schmidt is he's like a legendary sound engineer. I think his first ever session was with Frank Sinatra or some ridiculous thing, but he's 88 years old. He's a classic LA engineer, and he did all the Bob Dylan records where he did standards, and he thinks dithering is a bit of a con or a bit of a waste of time or whatever. He's not a dither.
Yeah, I've read so much on dithering, and I can't really decide on
Yeah,
anything. So I think I've just done no dither for
yeah.
the time being.
Mhm.
Um,
I once dithered when I was in college, but I never inhaled, so it was okay.
nice. Okay, so Bunkarie, and we'll do this as I'll say with Oz.
Hmm.
0.06. This is awesome. So I've been telling you about the song, I think, for years, wanting to work on it with you.
Yeah.
And I believe you mixed downward around the time I created the song. And so I had you in mind while I was writing the song. I was like,
Oh,
you
cool.
know,
Is
whatever
Downward
you
the
did.
song we did with Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
at the Ancient Wave. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a while back. That's like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. This was about 5 years ago.
Hmm.
But really cool to come back to it. And what's interesting is I didn't work on this song because my computer kept overloading because of all of my effects.
Oh,
So
right,
this is literally the first session you can turn on all the tracks, add on all the extra effects that you just said. I think we have A through K on
right.
sends,
Yeah,
and it's totally fine.
cool. Did you get it tripped out with extra RAM?
Um, Not yet, actually. Right now it's at 8 RAM.
Okay,
But I'm gonna try it out to 32 RAM here. It's in the mail right now.
okay, good. Yeah,
Yeah, so it'll even get better. But I think most of all, having 6 core. So
right.
having separate cores definitely makes
Yeah,
streaming and playing, Ableton and stuff easier, I think.
okay. All right, but still with this streaming, there is some glitches in it. Like there is some like noises that aren't part of the music or whatever, and also you're speaking.
Yeah, that's really good to know. And I don't think Zoom or any streaming really has it down
Right,
just yet. I mean,
right.
talking about like perfect audible sound,
Yeah,
I just think it's incredible that I can send my signal out to Zoom and then you're getting that signal
right,
without an interference of coming through a speaker first. So
right.
that's one good thing that happened. But obviously, there's these other things where like if I even say something a little bit
Huh.
while the track's going, then
Okay,
it's actually competing with like which source is it going to pick up, my
sure.
voice.
Right.
And I was even noticing in playback, I have headphones on right now, so there's no sound around me, but I was hearing your speakers.
Oh,
So as we were listening to the track, right,
that
it was
makes sense.
because we took off we disabled that thing. I
Yeah.
was hearing that in the background, so I was kind of having to like distinguish like what is your room sound versus what's on the track.
Well, maybe
Um,
we could experiment with me putting that back on, maybe in the future.
yeah,
That.
that might work. I
Mhm.
was also thinking too, some sessions with headphone listening, some sessions with speaker.
Yeah. No, I could do that.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then having the stereo, if we figure that, I think that's really going to be a big
Oh, yeah.
step because
That'll be
obviously
major.
I'm gonna send this to you right now so where you can hear the stereo, but it would just be amazing to like live mix it with you,
Sure.
in the meantime.
Yeah.
So cool.
Mhm.
Awesome, Oz. Well, thank you so much for your time. I have another session actually starting right at 3, so we could probably
Okay.
stop a little early today. I'm just gonna go out by playing the track in the background, and then I'll be going offline here. So,
Okay.
are you down just to listen one more time with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here goes.